First up is the main board. We're going to want to get this plastic piece off, set it off to the side. Now we're going to want to get these clips removed. This guy right here just comes right out, little micro USB. This guy's going to have two pieces that you push down on the right and left side, which releases the latches. Should just come away from the board. And if you're having issues where one side's coming out and the other side isn't, just replug it back in and then try one more time. This one's going to have a clip on the back of it. You just use your thumbnail to depress it. Just pull it right out. Same thing with this guy. It's going to have this large flap on the top. So use your thumbnail to push it down. If you need to, you can remove this piece of tape here, but I think we should be okay here today. This one, LVDS cables 1 and 2 right here. We're going to want to push down on the two plastic tabs on the right and left side, and then pull that right away from the board. After that, we should just have a handful of screws, and this should be coming up. This input right here is a separate board. It'll just come away. We can lay that off to the side. I do believe that's going to do it for screws. I feel like there is a little bit of adhesive. All of these white pieces right here, keeping the board fixed to the chassis. And that's it for the main board. Next up is the T-Con board. We are going to want to get these clips and things removed first. This is going to be similar style to what was on the main board. Just going to depress the clip, unlatches, and then just walk that away from the board. This one's going to have a button on the right and left side that we want to push in, and it comes right out. Same thing with this guy. Now we are going to want to do a little bit of management here with our cables. We want to get some of this tape up and out of the way. It's going to make our lives a lot easier. First thing, let's get this unclipped. Deal with these wires. We're going to get this speaker cable unclipped here. It's got a little latch on it. Just depress it, push that down. We're going to get this tape up as well. After that goes, we are going to move on to the main T-Con here. All of the wires and things like that. Like I said, we are going to want to get those out of the way. It's going to make things a lot simpler. First things first, with this little cable here that's running to the Wi-Fi board. Just get that popped off of there. Do be gentle with it. These can be fragile. We're going to get some of this tape up next. We're going to pull off the IR sensor and the Wi-Fi chip here. We're going to get these disconnected, and this will also make things a lot easier. This just lifts up. I want to make sure we're not losing any pieces there. It doesn't look like it. This clip right here, just want to depress it with our thumbnail. Pops right out. Flip it over. There's going to be another smaller one right here. Same thing. Depress it with your thumbnail. Pop it right out. We can set this off to the side now. We've got a little bit more space to play with this T-Con board. Next, we are going to get the silver screws removed here from this plate that is covering the T-Con board so we can actually access the board itself. After we get those out, should be able to gently pull this shielding up and away. We don't want to get too much of the T-Con with it in case there are any LVDS cables or anything like that connected to it. We don't want to pull those or jar those in any way. Just drop the board off of here. It's probably stuck on there with some adhesive, which is there and there on the actual plating here. Set that off to the side. Now we just have these two ribbon cable connections. We just slide our fingernail up underneath that flap, pop it up, they come right out, and our T-Con's free.